Paint a picture in my head. Rewrite every word you said. I get so lonely, I forget all the reasons why I left. I've been dancing in the dark and falling out of bars, making out with versions of you. Here comes the hardest part. Remember how we started, forget the words blue.
Good morning guys, I'm in Zanzibar. This is day 4 and we have a whole lot of things prepared for today. We have around 3 activities. We are actually headed towards Prison Island. I've never been there, of course, but we technically live in the Stone Town. So we're just from walking all the way. We picked our snacks for breakfast. Now we're headed in that direction. We're supposed to have met our guide. He's called Abu at 10:30, but it's 5 minutes to 11. Kenyan timers, I wouldn't say African timers. So guys, let's go and explore. So we are at Prison Island. Our guide has gone to pay the charges. When he comes back, we will confirm how much it costs. From what I have read on the internet, this was supposed to be a prison for the slaves, but it never got to be used.
It was converted into a hospital.
Oh, it was converted into a hospital?
Yeah, for the locals.
For the locals, yeah. It is, I would say, maybe 30 minutes away from the Unguja Island. By the way, guys, if you've just been saying you want to come to Zanzibar, just know there's no particular place called Zanzibar. It is a combination of 2 islands, the Unguja Island and the Pemba Island. So we've been staying at Unguja Island. We were hoping to get to Pemba, but if we calculate the logistics, it looks a bit time consuming. So we might skip on that, but I'll tell you later if we'll make it, because we have very few days here. But so far, so good. This island has a lot of breeze and the turquoise white, turquoise blue water. Huh? It's just breathtaking.
So far, I'm loving Zanzibar from the second we got here. So lovely. The food, at the food market, the night food market, awesome.
Awesome food, by the way.
Awesome food.
By the way, you might just go eat, counting that this is like 150 Kenyan shillings. Okay, we like doing the math using the Kenyan shillings. We still have a problem of conversion. This is 150, this is maybe 200. By the time you live there, you'll have eaten at least 500 shillings.
But by now, at least we know
They're 1,000 bobbies almost.
50 shillings.
Yes, 1,000 shillings. So it's easy to
We are
do
we are
doing exchange with 20 shillings, 1 Kenyan shilling to be 20 Tanzanian shillings. So you must do that math quickly in your head. Otherwise, you'll buy very expensive things. Utagongwa. And you'll buy very expensive things thinking that it's cheap. So this is day 4 in Tanzania, but day 2 in Zanzibar. And like I told you guys, we have so many activities. We'll be going to snorkel later. It will be my second time snorkeling since the time I was in Kisiti and Punguti like 2 years ago. But trust me, snorkeling is just one of those things that you must do. Because even if I record it for you guys, you will not have that, you will not get the real experience of snorkeling, because there are things that are better seen with your own eyes. So these two ladies will be snorkeling for the first time.
I can't swim.
They thought that the snorkeling gear includes the wetsuit.
Shut up. That was a I can't swim, but I'm not going to miss out on this experience. I'll just learn as I go. I just hope I don't drown. That will be unfortunate. So don't you worry.
I will tell you whether the marine life in Zanzibar is better than the one in Kisiti. I'll tell you. And here is our guide. It's called Abu.
Nyingine hapa kisiwani kuna new rules hapa sasa hivi kwa sababu kama mwezi msijaja huko sasa hivi. Kuna rules nyingine ambazo wameweka pale, wanasema kila mgeni mmoja pale maana yake atachajiwa ile pesa ya prison kuingilia entry, alafu kuna na kodi nyingine ambayo ipo pale, kila mmoja anachajiwa kiserikali. Sababu hii kiingilio cha kisiwani, alafu kuna na pesa ni kodi ya serikali yenyewe.
So like some sort of tax. So what I've realized about Tanzania is that in general, Zanzibar and Dar es Salaam, is that they have very, very clean streets, because they have very hefty fines that is being imposed. By the way, it's not like the one in Kenya. They just tell you you'll pay 5,000 if you litter, and then the 5,000 Kenyan shillings, and then even if you litter, nobody tells you anything. Here you will pay. That is why they have very, very clean streets, very clean beaches. In fact, there's very minimal littering in Zanzibar. The beaches are clean because of that. No littering, Kenyans. Underline that, no littering. You can touch them? Yes. I should.
Yeah, you can, of course.
Oh, it's rough and all. It's all scaly. Please don't bite me. You are so cute.
How come they're not afraid?
They're not afraid of people. They're used to tourists. These were common on all islands in the Western Indian Ocean until the 1600s, when the increasing number of explorers and settlers visited the Seychelles Islands and removed or killed the tortoise. Oh, inverse number. By 1940, the only surviving giant tortoise in the world were those in Aldabra atoll. But even on these islands, extinction was only narrowly avoided. Today, the whole population of this species worldwide is so low that they are considered an endangered animal. Guys, this one I think it's the biggest I have seen so far. Look at this. Looks like 155. I think it has been written here 155. It is so big. Look at this. And it is almost my height. You know.
What does it take for it to work?
When they're zinakatiana.
Hey.
Yeah, when they are coating is when you will see this.
So how do you create the mood for coaching?
You know these are the male ones. Let me see. He's a male, 100 years old.
Usually the female, the back are look flat like this one. See, they don't have walikuwa watatu na wameishi hao watatu wakazaliana wakawa wamejua, kwa sababu mwanzo walikuwa hapa tu. Nafikiri huyu utakuwa ndio ule mzee.
Ah, huyu ametoboka. Oh, can it even walk?
Yeah, she can walk.
What happened to his back? It's a she or a he? Yeah, it's a she.
Yeah.
So we have left the giant tortoise side. We are headed to the prison, and I love this. Just look at this. The photos I've taken here are just magnificent. You never get enough of this. I love history, and I love the fact that there are some people who are actually conserving this history, the African history. So you've never seen a tamarind tree, this is one of it.
I didn't think
It is more than 200 years. Oh, wow, this must have been very strong wood.
Still strong.
So this is the prison. This prison is too cute to be a prison.
Now, but for that time, I think if somebody will take you here, you must be, oh God, I'm gonna be here. So the rooms of the sand, and now it becomes the.
Oh.
There's a place if you want to go and wash your hands.
It looks like it has been converted into a restaurant. Oh, there's a bar. I love the
There's a prison boutique.
I don't wanna ever go. There's pretty killers over there on the low. They're trying to make me chase.
The prison right now, if you go in, you won't see it as a prison because it's too cute. It has been converted into a restaurant. It has very nice ocean view. The water around this island is turquoise blue, for reals. For reals, you people. Now we're going to snorkel, and you can see how excited I am. Let's go. Shower.
Zalu!
Now I am dressing up for snorkeling.
It goes down when my G's connect. No disconnect.
So guys, we paid $20 per head for this tour of the prison island. The charges include hiring a boat, entry fee to the island, swimming in the swimming pool in the island, and snorkeling. You're also allowed to swim in the turquoise blue water in the beaches of Prison Island.
Wanna lose control, lose control. All my time won't be wasted on feeling like I'm faded.
This is somewhere next to the fort, that fort over there. It is the place where we usually have Forodhani night market. So right now it is not yet set up, but in the evening it will be so full because most of those vendors start setting up their stalls at around 6. So right now it's 3, it's very early, but you can just imagine how it looks during the day. Nothing. You won't guess even there is such a thing as the night market. So we are headed to the spice farm, so that you can see all those kind of spices and the farm from which they come from. You know, we import so much from Tanzania. Vegetables, fruits. I'm sure we also import spice from Tanzania, so we are going to see where they come from. So we are taking a taxi. I'm told the entrance is free, but we are just paying for the transportation. Meanwhile, Karibu. I'm told these flats were built in 1960s. Just look at that, 1960s. Was brilliant. Coming to Zanzibar made me realize that Zanzibar has its own president who answers to the president of the Republic of Tanzania. Tanzania was formed from unification of Zanzibar and the former Tanganyika. There are a lot of activities in Stone Town at night. For instance, there is Forodhani night food market that happens every day from 6 to midnight. There was Zanzibar Film Festival, which was free of charge. The venue was the Old Fort at the amphitheater, and everyone, both the tourists and the locals, were allowed to attend and watch educative films. Apparently there is jam everywhere, including Zanzibar.
So we grow nowadays the spices kama manjano, do you know manjano? Ama turmeric.
Turmeric, yes.
Tuko na abdalasini ama cinnamon. Tuko na kukumanga. Is
Black
that
pepper.
nutmeg?
Nutmeg.
No, nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Kukumanga. If you say pilipili manga, is that black pepper?
Oh, pilipili manga is black pepper,
Na ile
but
kukumanga.
kukumanga ni...
That's
Oh, kukumanga
ni ile Swahili ya Kenya.
is
Swahili ya Zanzibar tunaita kungumanga. Kungumanga.
Is it true that it is an aphrodisiac?
We will have that information. Na iko amazing. Iko poa. Yaani lazima ukimpea atawezana. So most of these are spices which is not native in Zanzibar, was imported the time when the Sultan was in the island. Because Abu Sultan, he was the number of the people who traveling a lot in the world. Kwa kendanga India, anakujaga back in Zanzibar with the black pepper ama turmeric, Sri Lanka, cinnamon, Indonesia, karafu ama cloves. Kwa nini Sultan decide to brought all these spices in Zanzibar? He knows that to Kona land, which is very fertilized itself. For your random tour, if you want to take a picture, video, I'm not sure. Questions so far, you may ask many as you can.
Yeah.
Feel it at home, karibuni sana.
Lychee.
But they are not. They just look like. From the outside, they look like.
I know
lychee. This when we break it inside, there is a small seed looks red in color. It's like pomegranate, but they're not too.
Yeah.
If we crush the seed, are we going to have the color which is looks orange and red? Our mama, they were using before this as a natural lipstick.
Oh.
Let him show you how.
Urembo ilianza kitambo. Yeah, let me try it like this. I will.
Beautiful.
Sasa kuna lipstick hai. Ngoja nakaa kama nitoka juu.
Masala, when you're talking about masala, actually, is the combination by different kind of spices.
Yeah.
And normally they stay brown in color. In order to have yellow color, because of turmeric. In order to get the red color, because of this.
What is the name of this?
Zingifuri.
Zingifuri.
Yeah. Also, for you, easy to remember. That's why we call it lipstick fruit. kama uko Swahili ya Zanzibar, tuko na 2 Swahili which is different. Ziko many actually. From East Coast, or West, North. Swahili ni different. Alafu vile vile in Zanzibar tuko na 2 island ambazo ni biggest. Unguja, Pemba. Kwa ile Pemba, the way how they pronounce Swahili is different than our. We do speak really clearly than Pemba. How do you say bread in Swahili ya Kenya?
Mkate.
Mkate. It's same Swahili as Zanzibar. If you go in Pemba, they say mkate.
Pemba people sound like the Lamu people.
Mkate.
Because they're different people who lives there, and because Adeniel also Mombasa to there.
So this is like their Mombasa, and then that one is the Pemba is like their Lamu.
Mombasa to Tanga. The Nile, right? So Swahili of Mombasa, when they come here Mombasa, they will speak like people from Tanga. You see?
It's more
tunataka maembe, tunataka kula wali, tunataka
How do you guys say it?
You say tunataka kula wali.
We so by then
like
Mombasa
yourself you say naweza kukula. That's you mean that you want to eat me now. Seriously. If you tell me that straight, when I took you now, go to my family and say at Mohammed naweza kukula, all they will be like, what she's saying now?
You want to eat
because
me?
I understand, so it's okay. Because I've been staying with a lot of Kenya, from Mombasa to Nairobi here. You see, that I understand, so for me no problem. A lot of people, when they see me with the people from Kenya, if they told me like, Muhammad, tunaweza kukula, they're like, oh, what she say to him? I want to eat him.
Oh, it sounds vulgar.
When I answer and say that yeah, unaweza kukula, some people they look at me, he's crazy, and why he said that she can eat it to him.
But
you have to say naweza kula.
Naweza kula.
Swahili ya Zanzibar, yeah. So in Pemba, if you go, naweza kula, you see that?
There's an intonation with it.
So same, like zingifuri yazinga. Yazinga, that means kutafuta, find. So Pemba, they say yazinga. That's why Diamond is saying zingifuri yazinga mahala ikaka.
Zingifuri yazinga mahala ukaka. Usomila desituri.
For those poor who don't have money for buying lipstick, so what did you find? 100% you will come here. Even if are you in town, you need to come here by 15 kilometers up to 20, 30. You must come and find this because you want to. It will stay mahala ikaka. You see, it will stay to the right place.
That guy is artistic. I agree.
Did you catch it? Usojua mila desturi. For those people who didn't learn it, their own culture, though they will go and shop and buy this cosmetic. For those who knows how important of this, they will come and take this and use it as a natural way, because organic has no chemical.
Thank you. I'm still staring at him. He knows how to do that. He's looking good. Lipstick. It looks like a jackfruit, but you said it's not a jackfruit. Shelly tree.
Yeah. Why? Because the tree where native are coming from Seychelles.
Oh.
That's what we call shell.
I'm thinking you guys have borrowed a lot from all over the world.
Was imported this with the turtles, which is in a prison island. If you ask this, you have to ask twice. Shelly. Don't say Shelly only.
Shelly.
You will go to the petrol station.
Oh, this just reminds me of my grandmother. Dear grandmother, rest in peace. Lemongrass.
Simnaongea Kiswahili.
Kiswahili sijui jina. Sijui jina kwa Kiswahili. I just know it as lemongrass. Mchai for lemongrass.
Why
you guys put it on tea?
Yeah, and why is it mchai? When is it your first time to have a green tea of lemongrass? What's nearby your nose? You must say, that's why mchai.
Oh, when you put it in here next to you.
You said that's what you did.
Oh, the first time you use it, you will bless.
Mchai.
So it becomes mchai.
Lemongrass, so that English word. Citronella. If you go in Europe, you must finish by citronella. Because just in English is a lemongrass. French, they never call lemongrass, they call citronella. Italian, citronella. Polish, they call trava citronella. German, they call Zitrongras. You see, just in
How many languages do you speak?
almost 5, 6.
Jesus Christ.
So if you go Europe, if you say about lemongrass, they will understand you, those people who speak English.
Okay.
Those who don't speak English, they might shout, like, what you talking about? Where we are, in the community, our women, they have their own product. They make cosmetic by local made. So example from lemongrass, they make oil, body lotion, even soap. Take the oil or lotion before you go to the bedroom, rub on your skin. Mosquito, they stay far with you, and you still smell good. Is this what they use for cooking? The stem of lemongrass. This part.
Okay.
They use mostly in the Asian food. They will cook with the sushi. Here, what I do, because I'm not the one who eats the meat. Always seafood. When I do barbecue of the fish, just I take this and I chop into pieces like a spring onion. You see? Then I will put this on top of the fish or meat of the fish, yeah. Then I put this in order to have the flavor. Why? Because little bits they smell like a ginger. Smell it now.
It has a strong scent.
Little bit smell like ginger.
It has a strong
That's
scent.
why we use that in food.
Stem and the root side smells different from the
Right, the
leaves.
leaves,
Very. Birimbi, I've had that name.
That birimbi, there is two kind, which is a smaller, stay green forever. We use that instead of lime. We put in our sauce or in soup because it stay green and sour forever. So we use to get sour taste. There's this another kind which is becomes bigger, yellow to orange in color. We eat it raw as a normal fruit, and the taste we say comme ça. I mean 50-50, sweet and sour. So we make juice out of it.
It's called what again?
Star fruit. That's English word. It's in juice.
Tried, right?
Yeah, it is sweet and sour.
So, star fruit, that English word. Birimbi Swahili. European, carambola. Because the name of carambola are coming from Latin languages. Because the three were native from South America. In Brazil, they call fruta de carambola. Fruta is like fruit.
Carambola fruit.
Yeah, carambola is the name. That's why French they call fruit de carambole, Italian fruta del carambola, German they call carambola or Sternfrucht because has got shape like a star. That's why they call Sternfrucht.
Climbing
It's the
tree.
vine, yeah. Maybe can you tell me
Vanilla
why
yum.
vanilla is expensive in the world? They grow so many flowers. It's the family of orchid. Inside of the flower we have to do pollination. Where native vanilla comes from Madagascar, they used to pollinate by using butterfly, bees and other insects. We normally do this process manually by hand. Why? Because we don't have a lot of bee or butterfly. And the process are starting 5:30 in the morning before sunrise are coming out. Why only 5:30? It's the right time to find all the flower to the plant are getting open themselves. If they open, soon you have to pollinate. If you come very late and you didn't pollinate, if the flower are getting sunrise, you find all the flower to the flower. So they will never coming out vanilla pollen. Come by the right time to the plant. Touch on your head. Find the sharp knife. Find the one by one of the flower which is open. Inside of the flower, there is a small stick. Female and male are they separate. Take the stick to the floor. You sharpen the stick very well. The stick which is sharp, are you going to stick both of them, female and male? Close the flower with the stick in. Wait totally for 1 month. The flower becomes dry. It will fall down by itself. They will grow as vanilla pod, green long like this. If they're green, we wait 5 up to 6 months in order to get them matured. Why it takes a long time vanilla to get matured? Because we harvest in Zanzibar vanilla once a year. That's why they cost a lot of money. To grow vanilla very easily, just cut half meter of the vine, stick nearby the tree. It will grow by itself. The time only when they're starting to producing the flower. That time, Naomi's are key.
Cloves.
Wakubwa.
Oh, yeah. No.
It's our cash crop.
Oh, this is your cash crop.
So local people, they're allowed to grow them, harvest it and use it as a spices or medicine we can sell to the tourists by gram in the bag, small bag. By kilo, if we want to export it, we have to sell to the government. And the government, they will buy to the local people by fixed price. When they export it, they get more money. If we're talking about Zanzibar, there is too many islands. I said before, there is only two which is biggest, Unguja and Pemba. So Pemba to Kenya, not far. It's about 1 hour and a half by using speedboat in order to get to the border of Kenya. If I will get with 100 kg of cloves in Kenya, it's like a drugs.
Wow.
When I'm coming back in Zanzibar, I will be really #1 of the rich. Why? Why in Kenya? Because you use this in the toothpaste, which is called Colgate. You get your own factory of Colgate.
Yeah, yeah.
So made by using cloves.
Toothpaste.
I will allow you to take one of it and chew a little bit. Don't swallow. Spit it out. Then you will feel the last taste when the time you clean your mouth with the toothpaste of Colgate. Same. Pick one. Because you will feel numb. The spice in Zanzibar. It's our gold actually. You guys, if you want to move with this out of Zanzibar by kilo, you need to have a special permit.
Even if it is just like 100 grams.
Even 100 grams, don't take in the same bag, in the small bag packaging.
Kumanga. Oh, look at the fruit.
This we don't use it.
Oh, you don't
That's
use this?
the red one we take out. It's like a flower, so we call full mace. We
Mace
take
is
them
a flower.
out. Yeah, we take them out. We put that in soup. It will take away the smell of meat or fish, and it is giving good taste.
The nutmeg.
Mace.
Mace of nutmeg, and then
that's
this.
the nutmeg
This is
itself.
the nutmeg. You get it from the seed.
Inside. Is this our secret of Zanzibar? Why people do they have too much baby? Because of nutmeg. It's like aphrodisiac or Viagra for the women.
The nutmeg is used by the women, not the
Yes,
men.
not the men.
It has no effect on the men.
You will be the reason to give powerful a man because of your eyes. That time he looks beautiful. And the man, when he said that, okay, now I'm tired, babe, let me chill out. When he turned his eyes to you, the movement again. Non-sleep, seriously. Because that time you look beautiful.
Sinio.
Number 2 idea, I want you to think about it again. Zanzibar mix.
So which kind of oil do you use?
We use coconut and the flour. There are a lot of flour. They squeeze together.
Sasa Muslim of Zanzibar, they're allowed to get married by 4 wives. But for 4 wives, they say they make hard work. How do they get power? Ginger and honey, our wife are prepared that every day. So we use as an aphrodisiac for the women. So we say when the men use ginger, the women use the nutmeg. During the nut, the bomb will burst and more baby, nothing else.
Cinnamon.
The leaves doesn't smell of cinnamon. They smell similar by cloves.
Cloves.
Where we get smell of
this is
cinnamon
the
from the skin or the bark. So we call cinnamon in Zanzibar. Yeah, we do call it the queen of spices because we use everything from the tree. We're using the leaves, we use the bark, also we use the root. We get 3 smell to the same tree. Also different the way how we use the cinnamon. The leaves we use in Zanzibar if during Ramadan. We take the leaves of cinnamon, dry, grind it, make the powder. Take black pepper powder with the corn flour, boil with the water, we make porridge. Drink that after sunset with the date. It will break our fast and give us appetite.
Halo? Hakuna matata? Hakuna matata Zanzibar? Wakaribishwa Zanzibar yetu. Hakuna matata.
The whole list.
I'm going to say yes. Let it be known,
You are taken.
I am taken in Zanzibar. I'm not coming back to Kenya anytime soon.
You know what, you Kenyan men, you took so much time.
So guys, we are at Lukman. We've been told that it's the best restaurant for biryani, and we came this far only to find that there is no biryani, but we decided to choose other food. Otherwise, my day was so eventful. I didn't know there was a lot to spices like that. Actually, many people will tell you not to go to the spice farm, but from my personal experience, go there, you will learn a lot. Perfumes are made. Thank you. Spice tour costed us $40, and it's mostly for the taxi. $40 is for the taxi, but when you get there, they offer the spice tour free of charge. So it is upon you to buy the spices and the perfumes. They make perfumes using their spices. To buy the spices or the perfumes, you're supporting the community. And I was glad I met those people there, especially the guy. He's called Mohammed. I think he's just a son of Kenya. He should come to Kenya. Spice farm, it is worth it. So we're just having our food, and then we'll go and sleep as we prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day. So stay tuned. So guys, this is the end of day 4 of the 7 days that we'll be staying in Zanzibar, and so far it has been nothing short of amazing. I can't wait to find out more about this place in the coming videos. So guys, stay tuned.